In the bustling heart of the city stood a sleek, glass-panelled office building where ambition and dreams danced in the air. Among the many employees was Clara, a diligent and spirited marketing executive in her mid-30s. As a single mother, she juggled her responsibilities with grace, balancing her career aspirations and her joyful moments with her young son, Ethan. Clara's boss, Daniel, was a charismatic man in his late 40s. He was handsome, with a rugged charm that only seemed to deepen with age. He carried an air of confidence and authority, and though their interactions were strictly professional, Clara couldn't help but notice the subtle glances he often cast her way during meetings. One late evening, the office was unusually quiet as everyone had left for the day. Clara stayed late to finalize a project, her focus unwavering until she heard the soft creak of the office door. It was Daniel, holding a cup of coffee and a slight smile. "Still working hard, I see," he said, a playful glint in his eye. "Mind if I join you for a while?" Clara welcomed the company, and they began discussing the project's intricacies. As the conversation flowed, so did their laughter. They shared stories about their lives. Clara spoke fondly of her son and the challenges of single parenthood, while Daniel revealed glimpses of his life, his dreams, and the loneliness that often accompanied his success. Time slipped away effortlessly. The atmosphere around them ignited with unspoken chemistry, a tension that crackled like static electricity. It was as if the walls themselves were leaning in to listen to their growing connection. One evening, as they prepared to leave the office, Clara's phone pinged with a message from her babysitter. She excused herself to step outside for just a moment, and Daniel, feeling an impulsive spark, followed her. "Clara," he said softly as she stared at her phone, her expression changing from concern to relief. He stepped closer, his voice dropping to a whisper. "Can I be honest with you?" Clara turned to him, her heart racing. "Of course." "I can't stop thinking about you. There's something about you that draws me in," he confessed, searching her eyes for a response. Clara's breath caught in her throat. Here was the man she'd admired from afar, revealing his feelings. I don't know, Daniel. We work together," she replied, her heart a tumultuous mix of desire and caution. Daniel reached out, his fingers brushing against her arm. The warmth of his touch sent shivers down her spine. "Sometimes you can't help who you're drawn to. I've tried to ignore it, but it feels impossible." The intensity of the moment swept over them like a tide. Clara's mind raced. Her instincts told her to walk away, yet her heart urged her to stay. "I can't compromise my job or my son," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. "Then let's keep it a secret. We can take this slow, just lunch or coffee. No pressure, I promise," he suggested, his voice low and persuasive. For the first time in a long while, Clara felt a flutter of excitement. She had dedicated herself solely to her role as a mother and her career, but the thrill of Daniel's attention was intoxicating. "Okay," she finally agreed, her heart racing. And so their secret rendezvous began. They would meet discreetly over coffee, and as the weeks passed, they gravitated closer, sharing moments that thrummed with unacknowledged affection. In the quiet corners of the cafe, laughter mingled with the aroma of freshly brewed coffee, while stolen touches ignited a fire in their hearts. One rainy evening, the power went out in the office, leaving them in darkness. Daniel pulled Clara closer, and as their eyes adjusted, the spark between them flared into something undeniable. In that intimate moment, they kissed, soft and tentative at first, then with a passionate urgency that made the world outside fade away. As the weeks turned into months, their relationship deepened. They shared whispered secrets and midnight texts, with the thrilling fear of being discovered adding an exhilarating layer to their bond. Clara had never felt so seen, so understood. Daniel treated her not just as an employee, but as an equal, cherishing her strengths and vulnerabilities alike. However, the delicate balance of their affair was tested when Clara's son got sick and she had to take time off work. Daniel proved to be more than just a romantic interest. He stepped in without hesitation, offering support, sending meals, and checking in on Clara and Ethan at the hospital. It reinforced the bond they had forged, but it also raised questions. Where was this headed? Could they ever be more than just a secret? As Clara nursed Ethan back to health, she found herself at a crossroads. Daniel's steadfast presence had changed everything. He had become more than just her boss. He was her confidant, her partner in a dance that was as thrilling as it was dangerous. After Ethan, Rory